Well, last episode we extended our run at the top of the league with some fantastic performances, and now we've got cup games and Champions League action coming up this time out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respected Jeff here, and I am back with Paris FC. This is a big episode. We've got Rennes in the cup up next, then Monaco for a top of the table clash, and then Manchester United for our first game in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Unreal stuff, a lot on the line here. Round of 32 in the cup, here we go. We want to try to make a deep run this season. We haven't done great in the cup in the past. Unfortunately, we will be out our captain after the red card he picked up last episode, so it's going to be Llorente in the back line, but honestly, a really strong team outside of that. And without further ado, let's get straight to the action here against Rennes. Alright, here we go, a chance to prove ourselves in the French Cup. We've done really well in the league so far. Honestly, we have a pretty impressive lead up in first place so far, but we want to prove ourselves on all fronts. I mean, technically speaking, the treble is still on the line this season. Not that I'm expecting us by any stretch of the imagination to win that, but we want to shoot for really lofty goals, honestly, with the kind of club that we're building here. So we're going to go for it with everything that we've got. Trying to close down here. It's just running through our back line, but eventually hard challenge put in by Vinicius Tobias, but a lovely back heel finds its way into the area, and poor defending lets us down 12 minutes into the game here as Doku scores the opening goal of the game. Rennes gave us kind of a difficult run last time out. I was finished 2-1, a little closer than we would have liked, although we felt fairly comfortable for a lot of that game, but we're without our captain because of the red card he picked up against Broja with a really bad challenge, and honestly, we seem to be missing him already. It just doesn't look the same. We've conceded. We've kind of been on the back foot so far in this game. 24 minutes in, the opposition still just carrying a lot of the ball. We cannot seem to win it back. Wilson now top of the box, seen out by Zidane, but just barely. Now Vinicius Tobias playing out from the back. He's just got so much pace and ability on the ball, the youngster. And here we go. Maybe this is our chance. Gaetan Lora takes a good touch into space, and a little back heel finds Paulinho, who finds Felipe Anderson, who cuts inside and blocked. Gaetan Lora off the follow-up. It is saved. Great chances for Paris FC go missing as we still find ourselves one goal down going into the second half here. Issa Diop does really well to close the ball down here, but the high press really causing us problems here in this match. We are unable to really get much going against it, and offensively we are struggling. Jordan Veretout driven back there as again we can't capitalize. Soumaré though finds the outlet here with Parade, little give and go. Twisting, turning, Paulinho picks his head up to find Ilias Husni, who cuts inside. We've seen him score those before, but it's poked away. Recycled only as far as Soumaré, and we just keep the pressure up. Veretout spins. It's Husni, who's in space now, and he lays it off. Gaetan Lora finishes well. We had a lot of chances there, and eventually it did pay off for us. The big number 9 up top gets the job done once again, and here we go. Game on now, 1-1. Whoever scores next, probably looking likely to go on to win this game. It's been a very tight affair so far. Paulinho now gets his head up, and he picks out the run of Felipe Anderson, who's got the space to run into, and he's just maybe not as quick as he used to be, but still got some wheels on him. Paulinho can't quite get the shot off there. And with 20 minutes remaining in the match, it is end-to-end stuff. Both teams very much going for it. And Doku now given all the space to run into. We're trying to close down. Issa Diop looks to close down the angle, and Broja shoots at goal. Lucas Zidane comes up with a big, strong wrist to keep that one out. And now it's Jean-Well Belocian coming on. Felipe Anderson off. Let's get some fresh legs going here. We've seen Belocian do it in the past for us, or in recent memory for us this season. He's only really started getting minutes as of late. But another chance comes in, and another big save from Zidane keeps that chance out. And you gotta say, he is keeping the game in the balance single-handedly. That probably could have been 2 or 3 goals against us. And they just keep going here. 7 minutes left. Llorente looking to close down. Little flick over the top. Finds its way down. And another save from Zidane. Just about seen out there. Belocian, what can he do here? Very composed from the youngster to find Parade, who turns. And it's just about seen out. 5 minutes left. Turns to no minutes left as we cut ahead a little bit there, and we're going to extra time. Nothing to separate these two teams with 90 minutes played. And honestly, I feel like we were probably the worst team, and that's saying something because it's been a while since I felt like that coming out of a game. But fair play to Rennes, they have very much looked up to the challenge. Paulinho does well enough to draw a foul there, but on we go. Both teams very much still in this game. Bolosian, ball over the top, can't quite find him. We look to win the ball back high up the pitch here, and it's just about cleared, isn't it? Vinicius Tobias header back down. Bolosian looking for a ball through, and he finds Husni, not quite. Headed away here. Recycled Veretout looking for a way through. Bolosian plays through Laura, and he shoots it right at the goalkeeper. It's a solid save, but it's not enough to get ourselves in front here late in the game. 104 minutes played, seen away again by Veretout. It's been a very hard-fought contest, and now Laura sends through Bolosian, who is charging down on goal. This is our chance, and he sends it wide, trying to toe poke it under the arm of the goalkeeper, but it is not enough to find that goal. 15 minutes left. We've kind of turned the tides here in the extra time, but it's not enough to find a goal. Another nasty challenge sees Veretout sent to the ground, but no call given here. We've seen Parod hit these in the past. Can he find another free kick goal to bail us out of a tricky situation? Really well hit, and it is saved by the goalkeeper. Romain Parod, our free kick specialist in the team, can't convert that chance, but looked really good coming off. Here we go, 4 minutes left. Llorente closing down, a great chance from the opposition, and again, saved from Lucas Zidane, and another ball put into the box. Sander Berge looking to put a ball in again. Dia, header at goal. Huge save from Zidane. He could not put a foot wrong tonight so far. And here we go, closing down what should be the last chance of the game here if we're able to see it out. Berge again gets the best of Bolosian, puts a ball into the area, and here we go, one final chance. Husni plays through Laura. What? This is an absolute farce. He was through on goal, and they blew the whistle. Oh, I feel really hard done by that one. Look at that. This situation ends up in at least a clear shot at goal, if not a goal, 99 out of 100 times, and we were robbed of it. The referee blew the whistle early. We're going to penalties, and that's got to be a talking point if we don't come out of this penalty shootout as winners. Jordan Veretout steps up to take this one and converts. Not a bad way to start the shootout. Here we go, Zidane. Can he be our savior in extra time? Penalties, no. Couldn't quite get there just yet. Vinicius Tobias, the youngster, with composure of steel to slot that one past the goalkeeper, who has not moved a muscle so far. Zidane goes the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Opposition misses the goal frame completely, and Ilyas Husni, for the third time, keeps the goalkeeper in the middle of the goal. Oh, and that one off the post and in. Doku just about converts. Gaetan Laura with the cheeky chip backfires as we concede, or fail to score rather, and Zidane not able to get his foot on the end of that one. It's going to come down to these last two kicks. Garby saved. It's all going to come down to this. Lucas Zidane, he's been great so far. It's a big ask, but can he save it? No, sent the wrong way. Berge finishes, and we find ourselves on the losing end of this game. Well, it was a hard-fought game, a little hard done maybe for our team as well. Lucas Zidane put in a man-of-the-match performance despite that shootout result. We probably should have had another chance there at the end of extra time with that whistle that was blown early. All right, well, we got to shake that one off and do it quick. We are still in first place in the league by a pretty commanding margin, a 40 goal differential at this point. And it's largely down to the goals scored, 58, but don't let that minimize the fact that we also have only conceded 18. The offense is good, the defense is good. Honestly, we are just a fantastic overall team at this point. We're genuinely building something special. And although we have a lot of good players on the bench, I'm going to go with the usual starting 11 because it's getting us results. And let's get to it. All right, here we go with a mostly unchanged squad. This is probably the least we've rotated so far in the career, but it's paying off. I just don't want to tinker with things and risk not getting results. I really want to win the league this season, and we are on track to do it. But games like this are the ones that matter a lot. Monaco, a really solid team who have given us some super exciting matches over the last 2 or 3 seasons since we've gone up. And this game looks to be no exception as the ball is slid in and we do concede the first goal of the game. Paris FC find themselves 1 goal down 16 minutes into the match. Fair play to Monaco, who have started very brightly there. Clever little play, and although we almost closed down, it just wasn't enough. Now, we've gone without Axel Bamba for this one, just giving him a game to kind of get his head straight after coming back, but honestly, Llorente is a solid player, don't get me wrong. He looked really good last season, but we don't look the same team as we do with Diop and Bamba back there. And again, no call given, unfortunately, against us, what would have been in our favor, as Ilyas Husni goes down in the box. Looked like a penalty to me, but we will carry on regardless here. Call wasn't given. Paulinho looks for a flick through. Offense not quite up and running just yet in this game, but plenty of time still left. Looking to close down. Husni and Tobias both gotten the better of as the ball's put into the box, and it's in the back of the net. Monaco find themselves 2 goals up now. Feel hard done by that one. It seemed like we were throwing numbers at it, but we just couldn't win the ball back. And here we go. Ilyas Husni has looked bright, trying to take matters into his own hands, but poked away by Lookman. Probably a little too selfish from the youngster there. And Felipe Anderson now getting the ball forwards, plays it through again. Husni, this is his chance. It's just wide of the post. Well, he's getting into the right positions. He's looked bright so far, but can't quite find the goal from it yet. Soumaré does some good defensive work, which honestly has gone, I think, under the radar this season. Great defensive central midfielder. And here we go again. Husni, surely he won't miss this time. And he converts. There you have it to pull one back. 2-1 Paris FC. Definitely within reach of this game now. Still 45 minutes left to play. And sometimes it's as simple as that. Get your head up, play the ball through. And with the pace of players like Ilyas Husni or Gaetan Lora, we're going to create opportunities in those situations. Trying to find chances here in the second half. Ball played through for Paulinho, who really makes a mess of that finish. Sends it wide of the net. But game on, we're definitely still within reach of this one. Lookman looking to play the ball through for a 3rd goal. Well, that might be the game that just puts it back out of reach here. But definitely not going to give up and roll over by any stretch. Significant chunk of game left to play here. And on we go. Felipe Anderson finds Romain Perraud, who puts a ball into the box. And it is just wide of the post. Close call there. Gaetan Lora, another chance for Husni, who cuts it back. Off the post! No way! Well, with 20 minutes left, it was just enough time, but the game ended up being seen out 3-1. Sorry, the recording software froze, and not only did we miss the end of that game, we missed the entire next game as well, which was an exciting one. It's a shame. We got a really late winner there to win 3-2 and get ourselves back on track. I can't really show you the highlights from it, but we can at least show you the news article highlight. Felipe Anderson was the one to score that 3rd goal. It was right at the end, literally the last kick of the game off of a counterattack. So you'll just have to take my word for it. It was an exciting 90 minutes. And I do also want to point out here, Gaetan Lora has the most goal involvements in the league. Neymar's leading the league in goals straight out, but Lora's definitely in the running for overall best player maybe. And now it's all eyes on the Champions League as we take on Manchester United. Alright, this is it, guys. The knockout rounds are here. Paris FC, Manchester United. On paper, up there with probably the best matchup in the knockout round first stage here. Some of the other games don't look maybe as competitive as this one could, but I think between the two, maybe on paper, Manchester United a little bigger, probably historically, I guess no doubt, a bigger club. But we've shown that we can really put in good performances against top teams. We're currently first place over PSG in Ligue 1, which, you know, maybe it's not the most competitive out of the top 5 leagues, but it's still up there, and I think the kind of performances we're putting in really should leave a mark on the rest of the Champions League here. And on we go, looking to get ourselves into an early lead. Off the ball, involvement there sends Ilyas Husni to the ground with some rough treatment, but play on, and it's been a pretty exciting start so far. Romain Perraud looking for the ball over the top. Perhaps a little too clever here. Jadon Sancho dinks that one over the top, and Didi sends through Shortire, the youngster, who's looking to make his mark, having grown a lot over the last couple of seasons. And now Manchester United finding themselves a little bit of space here off of the counter attack, and Zidane can't quite get there, and it's in the back of the net. Richarlison finds the opening goal of the game, and this probably doesn't bode too well for Paris FC. Sloppy plays, Zidane all over the map, couldn't get to the first ball, couldn't get to the second ball, and the defense also unable to close down. But 70 minutes still left to play, even in the first leg here, and a huge mistake. Sancho, what are you thinking? Red card early in the game here, completely lost his head, having a heated exchange there after that one. You know, I've been talking recently about the fact that Husni draws a lot of challenges. He's starting to draw a lot of red cards too, which honestly is no small asset for the team. Now, Manchester United have to play a man down the entirety of the game here, which is going to be 65 minutes. We just got to keep our heads and keep the pressure on. But Man U really still look to have some wind in their sails here as they come forward with Richarlison looking for an opening. Here we go, off of the counterattack, the opening pass not found by Paulinho, but Husni regardless finds some space off of the counterattack here, cutting inside, and a great opportunity dragged wide of the goal. Well, Husni looking to open his scoring record against some of the top teams here in the knockout rounds. It's just wide of the post, but a good opportunity nonetheless. Manchester United, you wouldn't really know it being a man down, still throwing numbers forward, still looking for goals in this game. We go into the second 45 here, still chasing the game. 1 goal down. Shortire looks to be a really, really solid player at this point in the career, taking on men and blowing by Perraud like he's not even there. Still going top of the box. Declan Rice looks to play the ball in, and real good composure from our backline to play out. Now we got numbers forwards. It's Paulinho. Manchester United backline looking resilient there. Their back four still intact as we get numbers forwards here. It's Tobias getting forward, and it's played through there for Laura, who surely will finish. There you have it, 1-1 Paris FC. Get themselves back on level terms. Half an hour remaining. Let's go for it. Still a man up, and now the momentum definitely in our favor. All it took was a nice counterattack in the end. 2 lovely passes. The flick behind the back from Veretout, and then the ball let it run through from, I think it was Paulinho, to eventually find the feet of our striker. Manchester United definitely still looking for goals in this game, though. Another shot blocked, and honestly, we're finding ourselves on the defensive a lot more than I would expect being a man up for this long in the game. But another shot from distance, testing the goalkeeper, and Ndombele, Richarlison, little give and go here, and eventually Bamba gets there, but only just. It is all hands on deck defensively. And here we go, 3-on-3 counterattack. Vinicius Tobias, what can he do here? Taking the ball wide, and in the end, we're just going to wait for reinforcements. Laura, little run through here. What can he find? And he can't get that final pass off Manchester United. Now it's their turn to attack. Richarlison plays it through, and the man running through in behind. Perraud again beaten. Axel Bamba looking to close down to the back post, and Ndombele. Well, in the end, it didn't even require a save. It's a huge mistake from the number 8. Who's in the running actually to be selected for the French national team under us. Not really a good way to make an impression here at such a big stage. Ilias Husni, though, we will be glad he missed. Getting forwards to find Perraud and looking to put a ball into the box. Can he find it? Laura blocked, and the chance from Husni off of the follow-up with only seconds remaining. The header from all the way at the edge of the area. The goalkeeper just about caught up far enough out of his box to let that one into the back of the net. But what an exciting finish to the game. It's the young star once again who is the difference in a big, big match. Gaetan Laura, unlucky to not have scored that first one, but my God, what a header. It had the pace, it had the placement, and it was just millimeters in front of the goalkeeper there. So, despite all of the action from Manchester United, we come out victorious and go into the second leg with a 2-1 aggregate scoreline so far, and a draw would do us well in the second match. We're going to be away in the next one, so it's going to be difficult. And honestly, having been 10 men down the whole game, Manchester United still probably the better team. Way more possession, more chances, and although we did edge them out, it was a close call, so it's all eyes on the second leg. Alright, well, an exciting episode for sure, and some more transfer offers coming in here for some players who, although looking promising, just haven't gotten minutes. Angel Chiesa is now 21. He's played a little bit for us, and he's always kind of been a promising young center back, but he's probably 5th or 6th choice at this point, so I think it's only fair to let him move on to a club where he can maybe get some minutes. So we're going to accept that. We'll see if it goes through. And also, in the meantime, if you guys have any ideas for how to manage this team going forward, or you want to be part of the discussions, join the Discord. Links in the description. It is free. Also, check out respectthejeff.com, also free, in case you didn't realize that already. You can go and check out all the detailed stats for all of the players across all of the seasons, and hopefully feel more in touch with this series. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll be back soon with next episode. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.